CityNet Magazine.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Brian Holiday from CityNet Magazine at Montreal Comic Con 2024, and I'm here with Tom Grummett. I have probably two or three of these covers in my collection, so it is an honor and a pleasure to speak with this gentleman. And I wanted to speak to you, if possible, about AI. The industry is ever changing. You've seen. In the time that you were doing art, you went from doing it on in the panels on the page. Some people have gone to digital, but at every step, it was still the artist creating. We've now gotten to a point where artificial intelligence and artificial art has become a part of the industry, and I wanted to get your take on that and your opinion on what it's going to do to the industry.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball. I am sure, excuse me, there are a lot of companies who are salivating at the idea of simply churning out work through prompts rather than actually paying human artists to do it. I think the results are going to be resoundingly disappointing. This is my hope, because I frankly would not be interested in having a machine attempt to entertain me. You know what I mean? So I hope there's no place for it. I think it's going to try, but like I say, my hope is it's going to be a dismal failure.
I like that. Do you think there's a place for AI if the artists got control over the use of the AI? So you were mentioning how the major companies salivate at the idea of just being able to use the machine. But if the artists themselves were able to use AI as a tool to, adjust, fix things, so on and so forth, do you think that would be an option that might be beneficial?
As long as the artist has the control over what's being produced, it's fine. What it's been represented, at least my understanding, is that people with no training whatsoever are using it and using prompts to generate bad art, essentially. And they're arguing that it's a tool, and no, it actually isn't. In the sense that, say, a Cintiq tablet is a tool, right, or anything, or a pencil or paper.
Yeah, because the pencil won't draw on its own.
Exactly. I could tell a pencil, hey, draw this like Jim Lee, and it would sit there. So, and even if it did, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So, it's a scary prospect in some ways, because, like I say, companies would love to have that opportunity of just simply pushing a button and churning out a so-called piece of art. But the result of that is they're already devaluing what we do. They're thinking of it in terms of a product as opposed to entertainment.
Yeah.
So and a method of people communicating with one another.
Yeah.
So where we end up, I have no clue.
Well, I was just going to ask you if there was something you could tell a young artist right now who's growing up in the era of the AI, what's something that you would say to give them hope?
I would say pick up a pencil and play with the pencil. And yeah, you're going to make mistakes, but none of them are going to be fatal. You are going to, You're going to start out, you're not going to be very good, but you will get better.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the better you'll get. I liken it to learning how to, if you want to learn to play the piano, you got to put in the practice. If you want to be a fabulous hockey player, you got to put in the practice. So, and I know that AI is trying to replace musicians,
Yeah, I work in music.
but they're going, but they're going to have a very hard time replacing that hockey player,
Yeah.
right? One of my artist friends, John Boy Myers, says, if you want to do art, treat it like a sport, and put in the work, put in the practice. 'Cause eventually, you'll get there.
Yeah. Thank you so very much, Tom. It was a pleasure speaking with you. This is Brian Holiday for CityNet Magazine, and we'll be back with another one.